I feel like every brand says they innovate, but very few actually do. And at Gray-Nicolls, we've got a history of innovation over the last 150 years.
Cricket players of all levels are always asking for the biggest, lightest weight possible bat. So we set ourselves the challenge of how do we achieve big profiles, lightweight on a consistent basis, and that's where Neocore started from.
The new Neocore bat making process allows us to access into a range of timber that is ultimately now too heavy for traditional shaping methods. It allows us to use timber that's going to give huge value for shots, but historically has just been a bit too dense to work with to create the imposing profiles that people want to use.
So from the get-go, players were aware that they were testing a new technology, but we were quite tight-lipped really about what sort of information we gave them. What they were aware of was that first and foremost, this was a new type of handle, which was very much conformative to the rules. It's a cane handle and it slots into a willow blade, but the actual joint mechanism itself was where the innovation lies, and they're aware that there was something a little bit different at play.
With the altered handle design, it allows us to engineer the moment of inertia of the bat in a unique way. Over the testing period, we trialled various ways to remove mass from the middle of the bat. If we lower the moment of inertia value, we can provide players with higher levels of bat control and speed.
With the ultimate goal of enhancing bat performance, we've introduced a groundbreaking solution, a cord internal scoop. The idea behind the innovation was to enable us to redistribute mass towards the handle, therefore allowing for an improved pickup whilst increasing perimeter weighting. As a result, the torsional stability of the bat is improved and bat twisting during play is minimised.
Going back to the scoop in 1974, it was a bat that changed the game of cricket. It had pro players clamouring to use it. It had record number of sales and requests from the public. And I believe with Neocore, we've once again created a product that is going to change the game of cricket.
By crafting the blade using the new handle and joint alongside the core, we achieve the visual appeal and performance of a professional bat, all handcrafted from stock willow.
The new Neocore profile, based on one that's used by a huge amount of our Gray-Nicolls pros. You've got a long sweeping middle from mid to low. You've got a convex rather than concave back, allowing us to leave lots of wood all the way through, from shoulder all the way through to the toe.
The exciting thing about the test process for the Neocore was that it happened over a period of approximately 2 years. So this wasn't a project which was dreamed up on a whim and turned around for the consumer overnight. Hundreds, if not thousands of man hours have gone into trialling, R&D, prototype testing and actually bat testing it.
So there was blind testing where essentially players were using the bat without being aware that there was an internal core inside it, so that we could get true feedback on the performance of the bat. And then we also tested bats with players that were aware of the core within the middle, so that we could then get more derived feedback as to whether they felt there was a difference between a standard bat maker and a Neocore solution.
One of the most instrumental professional players that we had testing this bat is current Sussex cricket captain John Simpson.
From my perspective, I've always been quite open to taking on new things, to trialing new things. When they came to me the concept, I was quite open to the idea. Hopefully it can kind of give me an edge in performance.
He's been giving us consistent and reliable feedback for the best part of 2 years. We've got to a place now whereby he and a host of other professional players are happy to go out into the middle and trust their reputation with this product.
For me, it was just the pickup, the size of the bat. I think it was the first game of the year they actually used the Neocore. I got 100 against Glamorgan.
Throughout the development process, we were striving to have a bat that really players wouldn't notice a difference. And it would slot straight into their kit bag and deliver performance that they could rely on. From a player point of view, what we would like them to feel is that there's no change whatsoever. It's a Gray-Nicolls bat and they can rely on consistent Gray-Nicolls performance.
We've created a bat that holds up that heritage and history of what a cricket bat should be, whilst moving it forward and developing the game and developing bat making in a way that I've certainly not seen in my time in the workshop in the 17 years I've been here. And to be part of that process, well, it's magic, isn't it?
This
is
Neocore.